Hey guys, Barry here from TGS with a Forza Horizon 5 achievement video. Water performance earned 3 stars at the Puerta Pétrea and La Marisma Trailblazers within 3 minutes 30 seconds. For this achievement, it's pretty straightforward. Initially, the text was incorrect and was saying 2 minutes, but it's 3.5, and they officially updated it as of now, so you'll be able to see the actual time. Basically, what it means is you need to 3-star one of these 2 Trailblazers, then in 3.5 minutes, drive to the other one and complete it. So you heard that correctly. You gotta go basically down the entire coast, as in the east coast, pretty much coastal road between these two, and pretty much 3-star them both. But the timer starts after completing the first one, so once you get your first 3 stars, make sure you take off, go directly for the other one, and hopefully you'll be able to get it done. I've tried it once, got pretty close, but I do want to warn you, if you crash, it doesn't seem like, if you rewind, the rewind doesn't get counted back like it does on the actual Trailblazers. You have 3.5 minutes, including any rewinds, so if you have to rewind a few times, you might just have ruined your run. So the best way to sum it up, try not to crash, which is almost nearly impossible on Marisma. The other one's not as bad, but if you take the wrong route through the rocky portion of Pétrea, it is possible. So let's go ahead, give it a go. This is my second attempt of trying to get this done for a video, but the first time, I did pretty well in the first Trailblazer, the one we're starting at, La Marisma, and best way to sum it up is I messed up driving to the other one, had to rewind a few times, and then we got to the other one, and I wasn't going as fast as I should have been to try and grab that 3 stars, and I think we missed it by like a mere second for 3 stars, so it didn't count. So I'm going to try it again now. We're going to start with Marisma, then we're going to go up to Pétrea, and then we'll hopefully get the achievement. If not, obviously I'll have to run it again. So let's give it a go. Hope for the best. I am using a Ford RS200 with a S2 tune. Look for S2 tune RS200. And you look for Don Song's tune, pretty sure is his name, so check it out. Highly recommend it. It did a great job, and he has a lot of great tunes across the game, so if you ever need a tune, check it out. So let's go ahead and give this a go. I recommend doing this in third person, and again, if you mess up, it might be worth just restarting, because you have to pretty much be able to 3-star these almost flawlessly, which is a little bit ridiculous, but it is possible. So obviously your goal is not to crash into any of this stuff. I recommend going this way once you get over here. And pretty much we're going to go through this. We're actually going to cross through this field up here, over to here. Try and work our way over to the coast. It's easier to go up the coast than it is through the swampland. As you saw there, we just got slowed down, but that doesn't mean we can't get 3 stars. We still can. Again, the timer for 3.5 minutes doesn't start yet. So it's all about just getting 3 stars on this event specifically. Sorry for the radio notification, I actually have it turned off. I don't know why it's on. It's not playing music though. So I believe that was 3 stars right off the bat. I'm going to recommend you just set a marker, and your best bet's going to be to get there as quickly as possible. I drive better in first person for racing purposes, so what we're going to do here. Just like the Scarface movie, you're going to want to push the car to the limit. Obviously in a car like this, it is a beast, so it's easy to get go overboard with it and make a mistake, so I highly recommend just keep a level mind. Don't try to rush too hard. You go too fast, you're going to crash. I know from experience. And they tend to put a lot of cars in like the worst places in this game. You'll be in the middle of a turn and there'll be a car perfectly in your line of the turn, like every other time. It's kind of annoying, but so far so good. Let's not jinx it. You're better off slowing down when you need to than hitting a tree, because again, that rewind will probably damage your overall chance of doing this. Car does slide out on turns, so while it may seem like it's safe, be prepared to basically go into a drift on sharp turns if you don't slow down. May or may not go well. Cut this a little short. Of course, I jinx myself and we go right into a fin tree. I hate trees in this game, I really do. So let's go ahead and keep zooming on. I really learned to hate trees in Forza Horizon 4's Eliminator because so many times the final race would go through like a thick forest, and every other time you would just hit a tree and ruin your chance of winning. Once you learn how to navigate it, after a bunch of attempts, it's much more reasonable, but otherwise you can take it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to follow the road rather than taking the chance of hitting trees or rocks off-road or missing my turn, for example. Of course, as again, right there in the turn, freaking taxi. So here we go. We're going to aim for that road down there. You're going to take that road, and eventually you're going to see a dirt road on your left. I highly recommend taking that dirt road. I obviously missed the dirt road, so we're going to do a little bit of off-roading instead, apparently. I never went this way before, but could be proving valuable if we can get over there. Actually, it's much better than... Initially, I was going to say take the road and then just drive up through the rocks, and it's a little bit more pain in the ass, but there it is. Achievement. The car even did a little celebratory wall ride right there for a sec, but 3 stars on it. 3.5 minutes. Major pain in the butt, so I'll just warn you right off the bat from my first experience. If you come down that coastal road and you hit more than like 1 or 2 objects, it might be worth restarting, as much as I hate to hear it. From experience, I think I crashed between 3 and 5 times on my way up here and used rewind like 3 of them on my first attempt, and we barely missed it, but on this run we obviously got it, so that shows you exactly how to do it. Also gives you a rough idea of how many actual quote-unquote collisions you can have. We hit at least 1 tree on the first part, but I don't think we got completely stopped, if I'm not mistaken. I was too focused on trying to get it done, and then obviously we definitely hit another tree or 2. Thankfully, most of the trees we hit bounced us off, so we didn't have to worry about getting stuck. But this game has a knack, you know, if you touch your mirror on a tree, it might stop the car entirely. So just keep that in mind. Again, this is the car I recommend using. I'll travel to my house real quick in the game, and this way I can show you guys the exact tune on this video. Let's go down here to my coastal home that we passed on the way up here, actually. We go here, click start. Sorry, we actually enter the house, sorry. And then I'll show you exactly what tune. It's really straightforward. Lugar Tranquilo. I'm sorry if I'm butchering any Spanish words. I know a bit of Italiano, but have not learned Spanish, so I'm most likely possibly butchering some of these. But fine-tuning setups. What you're going to do is right off the bat, go to search, leave S2 in the performance class up top and search, and the first one on the left, Don Song's tune, Ford RS200, Stunt King. It has it's a very good tune. Highly recommend it. Seems like it might have changed since I last used it, but I have his tune, so I don't know what happened. Maybe it moved around. But I highly recommend his tune for doing this. It's basically, you know, a Stunt King. Pretty similar specs if you look at it. It seems like might lose 0.02 Gs and 0.1 seconds or something like that. Maybe a little bit on the top speed, but not like you're going to be utilizing that top speed too much with so many turns on the routes. So in the end, this tune's perfect, as I mentioned. I don't know why my numbers are different, as I use Don's tunes for so many of my cars, and I definitely used it for this car, so I find that kind of weird. But either way, that is what's up. So definitely appreciate if you like and sub. Peace out.